I do not feel like going for a ride this morning. I've had 2 other mornings prior to this that I could go for a ride, and I didn't because I was lame. I've been wanting to ride this particular section of roadway for probably 10 years. It's about halfway between Grapevine and Santa Clarita, or let's say the San Fernando Valley on the 5, and it's the original section of the Golden State Freeway. The only thing that concerns me a little bit is that old freeway is rough, and there are also these big cracks that have been filled with tar and so forth. So I guess we'll see how rideable it is. And it is in super rough condition, but it's a section that's maybe 5 miles down to the bottom, back that way. And then I'm gonna go up this road here that goes up to a mountain. This is one of my small bucket list items. I have to have a few bucket lists. I can't get it all into one bucket. Some of the roughest riding I've done on a road bike. And this is a pretty nice patch. I'm just coasting slowly on this stuff because it is super rough. One of the things I love about Southern California is deserts. I mean, you can just see old earth surfaces, or seabed, I guess. Old seabed there. It's almost like the Grand Canyon, to which I have never been. It's beautiful here. Wonderful, wonderful area to ride. The air is fresh and clean. Cottonwoods abound. Really messy tree. The wood is terrible to burn, but they're kind of pretty. I can hear a river over there, and then way up there is the 5. Look at that. Look at that layer cake of the Earth's crust. Just pushes up, creating a mountaintop. It's amazing. Billions of years, maybe? Probably about 1,000 feet long. Hard to tell from the video, but there it is up there. It's just amazing, the layers of rock from the bottom there to the top is easily 150 feet thick. And then there's a little creek that runs down there. Okay, so I made it up to top of the dam area, and I guess this is a pyramid because Casteac's on the other side. That was hard, but you can see way back over there is the 5, and I guess it used to run under the water here when they had submarine cars, and then the government banned that technology, bought it up, banned it. We used to be able to drive underwater. Now look how backwards we are. I have to shout out to Starbucks. They saved the day for me. Spicy Thai soup is not a good choice for a meal for dinner the night before. I was just rolling along from the Forbidden Zone back there at about 5 miles an hour, starting to get my roll on, maybe 10. And I just took my attention off the road and hit a pothole, and that resulted in this. A flat. And to my great relief, I have in my little pouch here a spare inner tube and some air canisters. Thank God, because I'm way back in here and it would suck otherwise. And pop that through, inspect the tire. Rim looks good, open the new one, and then just fold it back into the rim. Last bit there. And then I start at the position of the valve. I push that up, squeeze the bead over, pull that down, and then work the tire in until the very last bit, and force it with my thumbs, thread it on. And you take that, open the valve, make sure it's operational. And there you have an inflated tire in about 3 minutes or so. Simple as that. So there's the offending pothole and the repaired tire, and we're heading back down the road. I try to do this at least once on every ride. Pick up some trash. 1 coffee cup, essentially in the middle of nowhere, but it improves it, right? I've never seen one of these creatures in the wild. As a kid, I was always fascinated by them in the science books. This is the first real one I've seen, but he is expired. Looks like he got rolled over by a vehicle. Out there is Santa Clarita. Well, probably right over there is Santa Clarita. We're gonna head out this thing. Been climbing this for about 10 minutes up the hill. I think this is the end though. And there's the payoff. Beautiful up here. Look at that rock formation. We are way up above the 5 freeway. And it's time to turn around. I've got 17 miles in and 2,500 feet of elevation gain over that distance. And it's hot out here. I've got water, and then I've also riding my road bike on this sort of sketchy material. And this, no doubt, goes on forever. One of the things about the roads out here and across California in general is they're behind on their maintenance, and you got to watch out for that kind of stuff. Those are our tax dollars at work. Somebody could run for governor and win on this alone. I think it would be pretty easy to do a better job than Newsom, but granted, this is an abandoned section of roadway, but it makes the point. And you know what I'm talking about if you live in Los Angeles. It's a disgrace. Bucket list item accomplished. It was almost 20 miles with about 2,600 feet of elevation gain, and I'm coming back with the mountain bike because I want to go deeper into the wilderness there on some of those dirt tracks. That looks pretty awesome. Great ride today. Bucket list.